Today we have on standout safety transfer Tucker Large to talk through his journey to this point, to talk through Washington State University spring ball so far. For more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe to the Couch GM on YouTube, follow us across social medias, and make sure to subscribe to cougfan.com to their premium membership. That's where you can find all of the exclusive details on Washington State University athletics. And also support us and the brand. If you or someone you know is thinking of buying, selling, or refinancing a property on the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, or Arizona, make sure to reach out to myself as I'm a mortgage broker, and it's my goal to help as many sports fans and athletes get into the home of their dreams.
Also, if you're looking to go solar and lock in a energy rate for the next 20 to 25 years, feel free to reach out to me at 661-269-3003. You can also reach out to me over X and social media. If you're looking for any information regarding solar, how it works, feel free to reach out to me.
And with that, let's get into the podcast. All right, Tucker, thank you for joining us on the podcast. Excited to learn more about yourself and your journey to the Palouse. Spring ball just got fired up a few days ago. Let's start right there. How has spring ball been in the short time that you guys have had it?
Yeah, no, it's been super fun. Finally, just getting out there and playing football again. It's been a while for a lot of us. Just winter workouts and stuff, getting through all that. But being out there with the guys, it's been super cool.
And how has your transition from South Dakota been, along with quite a few other guys?
Yeah, no, it's been a good transition. In the moment, it was super fast because we had to get out here for school and everything. But overall, I would say it's been super smooth. Just definitely comfortable with the guys I'm coming out here with and some of the coaches and stuff. So it's been good.
What was kind of the main selling point from Coach Rogers for you? You know, you only one more year left. Obviously, you have some opportunities to test out the transfer portal, but you felt Washington State was the right decision.
Yeah, I owe a lot to Rogers and this coaching staff. I wouldn't be in the position I am without them. So I just felt like it was only right to just follow them and do what's best for myself at the end of the day.
What was his, pitch to you? Was there a lot to it?
No, he didn't really say much. He doesn't like to beg too many people. So it's either you're in or you're out. It's his philosophy. So I kind of just I respect what Rogers does. He's super passionate coach and just gives his all and everything. So it was really just I felt like it was the only correct option for myself. So there was no really selling pitch, I guess.
And you're a native of South Dakota. You spent, multiple years at South Dakota State, and then you came over with some of the other guys. Can you walk us through kind of some of your journey? And if you can go through that redshirt freshman year, you played both linebacker and safety. And
Yeah.
at that point in time, was Rogers the linebacker coach?
So he was the linebackers coach. That redshirt freshman year, there was some unfortunate injuries that had went down, and some of the older guys. So I got a chance early in the season. Kind of made the most of it. And then throughout the season, some of the safeties had came back, and there was another injury in the linebacker room. So I was kind of just rotating back and forth from safety to linebacker. And I was just really doing everything I could to get on the field. I was a young gun. I was trying to just prove to the coaches that I could really play. And so it was definitely weird going going from safety to Coach Rogers. I was definitely still intimidated by Rogers when I did move to linebacker. So it was kind of an awkward thing when I went in there, but it was definitely a cool experience and just learning experience for myself.
And that 22 season, as well as the 23 season, you guys end up winning the national championship. Walk us through both of those years and that journey.
Yeah, man, it was unreal. Still a surreal feeling to me to win back to back. But that first year, kind of getting thrown in the mix and really believing in myself that I could play at this college level, really opened my eyes of what I could do. So following that next season, a lot of the guys came back. We had honestly the same exact team that we had before. So just I had a lot more confidence going into that year and just try to really make the most of it. And I know I'm not going to get any of these years back. So just giving it my all every play, every game.
What's that say about the culture where, you guys win a national championship and obviously, a lot of guys are going to have opportunities to maybe jump up a level, and Coach Rogers and the staff were able to really retain pretty much all of what you guys had. I mean, what's that? Talk about just the culture that they've built.
Yeah, we do a lot of things to build our culture. Just the main thing is our togetherness, I'd say. We do a lot of small group sessions that we break out and branch out to really get to know each other. I feel just understanding that why for the guy next to you is just the biggest thing. So once you understand his why, it's I'm gonna play for him just as hard, I feel these small groups and the things we've done has really helped us build that culture. Then obviously coming to like Washington State, they had a good culture here too. So kind of just like meshing both of our cultures together and everything. I think it's been like really good for us, and it's been coming together really well.
Has it been a bit seamless so far with just some of the 14, 15 SDSU guys that have come in, and then obviously the guys that have been here already?
I mean, it was obviously a little weird just because like I knew every single kid on our team like, and I was there for 4 years, so it was definitely like being weird. Like just I saw some familiar faces and then getting to know everyone else. It was definitely like a little weird, but I would say like every kid here has like welcomed us with open arms, and it's been like a very smooth transition for all of us SDSU guys.
How has this spring ball been so far? Has it been comparable to your prior years? And have you guys been able to help some of the fellow WSU guys that are new to this process?
Yeah, no, I think the thing that stood out to me right away was just the energy from like every single kid. Like I would say our energy has definitely been there. Obviously, like we're messing up schematically and like doing some small things here and there, but like energy has jumped like through the roof to me. Whether we're at a walkthrough, whether we're doing lifts, whether we're at practice, I feel like the energy is very contagious, and we kind of just like feed off of each other. But yeah, it's been good.
What have you seen from Zevi, just from like a leadership standpoint? And obviously, you can't get into too much with spring ball, but have you
Yeah.
had a chance to line up against him yet?
Yeah, so Zevi's my roommate actually. First thing I noticed, he was just a very genuine kid. One of the best for me, one of the best for everyone else. He's super cool and very like I'd say a natural leader in a way. Kind of just comes natural to him, and I'd say he's done a great job like picking us SDSU guys up and then retaining that WSU roster. So I feel like he's done a great job overall to the entire team.
And during your time at South Dakota, you're also a punt return specialist. Can you walk
Yeah,
us through your versatility there? And you've taken a few back for touchdowns, I believe.
So kind of like the same thing how I got thrown in for the safety. I was kind of just like messing around at practice. Some guys got hurt, and I wanted to go back there. So I kind of like was catching the ball pretty naturally, and then got thrown in the mix that first game. And I don't know. I think punt return to me is like a lot like backyard football. You just got to make the first guy kind of miss, and then play ball from there. And obviously, I got to give a shout out to like Coach Cash and everything he does for our special teams. He's always giving me a great scheme to go through and everything. So I'd say yeah, that.
And we heard Angel Johnson talk about kick return. So I imagine punt
Yeah.
return. That's something that you want to continue at WSU, I imagine.
Yeah, I'd like to. Just gotta do whatever the coaches want me to do at the end of the day. But I definitely would have fun doing that again.
Talking through kind of some of the defensive schemes that we can expect. Can you talk through the South Dakota defense or Rogers defense as a whole and what we might see on the field?
Yeah, I would honestly just from our defense, I'd expect a very gritty group, relentless, just always running to the ball, never giving up on a play. Like I'll just say we're very like big on effort. Yeah, we're gonna mess up here and there schematically, but like you can't teach heart. So just like giving your all every single play for the guy next to you is kind of our motto and culture on defense, I'd say.
What are you excited about with Coach Pete now, following you guys as well, and having your guy here at Washington State for your final season, and what he's going to bring to the table in terms of juice and other aspects of a coach?
Yeah, I'd say biggest thing for Menage, he's really taught me a lot like off the field. A lot of the stuff would come naturally to me, so I didn't really understand why we were doing it. So he'd teach me the ways and stuff, um, other ways like off the field, and it's really benefited me. I'd say what he would bring. He's a very young like coach. He brings a lot of energy too. He's always trying to juice us up, just get the room get going and stuff. And I don't know. It's just a big thing for me being comfortable. I'm definitely comfortable with all the coaches, and like they've seen me grow, they've helped me grow. So just being comfortable with like the same exact coaches that I was at SDSU is definitely going to help me.
One big thing too is, four safeties transfer in this way. Yourself, Cale Reeder, and Matt Durant's all seniors. So what is that? What are you guys going to bring in terms of leadership? And obviously knowing you guys have one season here in terms of trying to help shape this culture and really help this defense try and fit in schematically into their first year of a new scheme.
No, for sure. Me, Matthew Durant, and Cale Reeder we're very close as friends. So it's like we've always kind of played with each other. We've always kind of had a weird connection on the field, and so it kind of just feels natural being out here. Um, I'd expect from us, honestly, just from a leader standpoint, just getting guys where they should be, teaching them the way, really just trying to build the culture of what we kind of had at SDSU and bring that to the defensive side here. We're really big on defense. Our program's built off defense. I feel like that's what we're in this championship. So just kind of bringing that motto and mindset to the defensive side, I'd say here.
What about the young gun, Trey Ridley? That's also
Trey Ridley, yeah, the young gun. He's legit, man. He works his butt off. Very good kid, and just seeing him grow in the last year and a half has been so eye opening. I'm very excited for his future.
Now, I'm curious a little bit. You know, we hear about Coach Rogers' defense and how solid it's been, the linebacker play, how there's 100+ tackle linebackers year after year. I'm curious if he stresses the fundamentals of like how to wrap up and just the fundamentals of tackling, if that's a big emphasis, or if it's more so the scheme that has the results.
Yeah. Really, I'd say our scheme. We're just taught to like do your 111th on the field at all times. Don't worry about anything else. And once you start worrying about other people's jobs is when you really start messing up. So I'd say his biggest thing is just like do your job first before you worry about anything else. If you're doing your job, it'll make everything come together. So I'd say just do your job, do your 111th, and just believe in what you should be doing.
Have you guys started to look at the schedule for next year? You got games at Ole Miss. I don't know if Zebby's talked to you yet about what the Apple Cup is and what that means to the university.
Mhm.
Have you looked at some of those games yet?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of the schedule. We're definitely excited. I've heard a lot about the Apple Cup. I'm not too familiar with it or anything, but I'm excited for it. It sounds fun. Sounds like a great game, so I'm excited.
Yeah, your first year, you're going to get it at home too, in terms of
Yeah, and I heard that.
One thing too, being a guy in the secondary, a defensive player, when you're taking a look at for the first couple of days of spring practice and workouts, who's a guy maybe at a skill position offensively that has just been like from the first second you've seen him, you're like, wow, he might be different. Like this is a big time athlete.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of guys on the offense. A lot come from the running back room, wide receiver room, really tight end room too. Say one guy that's kind of stood out to me is Devin Ellison. He's a great athlete. He's a great competitor. He loves football. So it's just been pretty cool to kind of just watch that from a teammate standpoint.
I was trying to get that answer from you, Tucker, without saying his name. So that's news. That's good news.
No, for sure.
We heard
Cougs should be excited for that.
Yeah, we heard Coach Rogers call him out after the first practice for a standout play, and he transferred from junior college. He ended up being a 4-star recruit, so he's a big guy. What has Josh Meredith brought to the table as far as leadership?
Yeah, he's a very smooth and controlled runner. He brings leadership to that room for sure. He's one of the only guys that are older that really played and like made a difference on that offense. So he's done a great job being one of the leaders on offense and just really proving his play every single practice. He's been fun to watch as well.
Switching it from the offensive side, I had a couple corners that stuck with the program in terms of Jamori Colson and Kamani Jackson. What have you seen from those two on the outside?
There's some lockdown corners for sure. Jamori, he's been really good. I kind of knew one of his friends, so I kind of knew of Jamori before I got here. It's funny that we kind of cross paths at WSU now, so it's been unique to watch them. They're great athletes. Kamani's a young gun too. He's gonna have a great future ahead of him. So it's been really cool to watch both of them.
Have you seen the Voorhees shirt where it's like the animated Kirby with a Jason Voorhees mask? And
I have not. No.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I gotta see that. No, it sounds fantastic.
I have to throw it up on the social here.
For
But
sure.
I've seen some videos. You type his name in on X or a social media site, YouTube, and I mean, he looks like Mike Allstott's like.
That's too funny. I gotta see it for sure.
But in terms of like what Kirby brings, like I mean,
Yeah.
do you the retro fullback Mike Allstott on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
It's crazy because like. Yeah, no, you definitely look at Kirby and think he's a downhill runner at all times. And don't get me wrong, he is, but he definitely has a little bit of finesse to him. You'll be shocked. He has a very quick first step. He likes to jitter and jatter more than you think. And so he definitely is a very versatile running back. I'm excited to see what he has to bring this year too. So.
And while we're on running back still, what's it like to try to tackle Angel Johnson?
Yeah, it's not the best, but yeah, it's been good. He's getting back from this injury, and he should have a big year too. I'm excited for him as well.
Tough question time. Did you happen to check out any other schools in the transfer portal? I mean, was it just kind of one spot shop, or you
Yeah, so we had found out from the team meeting and everything about Coach Rogers, and then after that, I hit the portal to do no contact and just really protect myself. At the end of the day, I didn't know what was going to happen. I knew a lot of the coaches were going to leave, so I just did that, and then I didn't. It was really just SDSU or WSU at the end of the day for me. There was no other options, so.
By adding that no contact tag, were you actually
Mhm.
not contacted, or were you still blown up left and right over Twitter?
Yeah, there was definitely some other schools hitting me up trying to at least, but that's just the reality of college football nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's really not a no contact tag. Like people can still reach out. Yeah, that's something else. It's a wild.
Call it that anymore, no.
Awesome. Well, Tucker, really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on. Excited to see you guys at Spring Ball. We should be there at the spring game here in April. Good luck the rest of the way and go Cougs.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you so much.